Mark Angelos, a very good morning to you.
Thank you, Nadia. Good to see you.
And you and I are making our Clubhouse debut as hosts this evening.
That's
We've
right.
been on Clubhouse. We are exploring Clubhouse, and now we make our debut as hosts. So I'm Nadia Belchik. I'm a professional speaker, author, broadcaster.
Thank you, Nadia. Good to see you.
Oh my goodness, this is feedback. I love it. Going on. How lovely. The glitches of live broadcast. Mark, how would you describe yourself as I introduce you?
Sure. So I'm a longtime relationship manager. I am in the content strategy game right now. A lot of times, small business owners to medium-sized businesses have trouble understanding how to communicate through content, and I help them do that. My background is finance, longtime Wall Street guy.
And Mark and I get on very well because we really believe in authentic relationship building and not hard pitching, right? And it all takes a conversation and a collaboration to really make things work. So we wanted to share our Clubhouse debut as hosts this evening. If you don't know what Clubhouse is, Mark, how would you describe Clubhouse?
So Clubhouse is the new iteration of social media in general. It is a different type of platform, not just because it is audio only. It's essentially, if you're not familiar, it is one giant conference call globally that anyone can jump in or jump out of at any time. Please.
So you can jump in, you can jump out, you can create your own room, you can have any topic, right?
Right. So there's thousands of rooms at any given time, anything from relationships to wealth building, and people will host a room. Folks will join in. It's ad hoc. No one knows. It's not scripted. It is live conversation in real time where people can learn from other people and you can contribute and ask questions.
So this evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Mark and Nadia are going to be doing what?
So we're going to be discussing the Communication Power Hour. It's going to be how to maximize your virtual impact. All the principles of communication that have been stood the test of time, how do you transpose them once you understand them into the digital realm?
And what's going to be wonderful about this hour is I'm going to be talking about interpersonal engagement. And one thing I've been saying, Mark, is that yes, our virtual worlds have expanded, but our attention spans have contracted and our level of trust has contracted. We are so wary. So how do we as individuals in our virtual worlds immediately establish trust? And that's just one of the things we're going to be talking about. And I'm going to be talking about establishing trust in an interpersonal space. And Mark is going to be talking about
how to establish trust in a digital space. The principles are the same, but the way you do it is different.
So for Clubhouse, you have to be invited. So for people who are watching and they're going, I've heard about this Clubhouse thing, you need to find somebody to invite you if you haven't been invited, correct?
That's correct. So Clubhouse right now, the only limitations, it is iPhone only mobile and only iPhone. And so folks, they're rolling it out. This is not our fault, but as they do this, it is not available to Android users at the moment. An invitation only.
Do you have any invites left? Because do you do?
No, I actually don't. I was going to say, unfortunately. So Clubhouse is very, they're a little bit cheap with the invitations at the moment, but I do not have one available, unfortunately.
But if you email either Mark or I, or reach out to us on social media, we'll find somebody to invite you.
Yes, of course. There's always someone in the network.
And if you are already on Clubhouse, join Mark and Nadia tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time for really what will be a very, very practical hour on tips, techniques, mindset, hardcore takeaways, right, Mark?
Right. A lot of what we're going to talk about tonight will be applicable both in person and on the content channels. Things like basic principles that you would need to understand, and then also how do you transpose them? What are examples? What are some experiences that other people have had? It'll all be on the table for discussion tonight, and I think folks will learn a bit.
And Mark, very quickly, you went from Wall Street to a virtual world as a marketing expert. Tell us about that transition.
So honestly, Nadia, I wouldn't consider myself a marketing expert. I am a salesperson from Wall Street, which meant you are building relationships. I'm a relationship manager where you had very complex technology. Think of artificial intelligence trading algorithms, data analytics type stuff, where millions of dollars are on the line with every press of a button, and no one really understands how that tech works. And the one thing I learned was if they can call the person, they'll use the product. I don't know the thing. It's beyond me, but I know Nadia and I know Mark. That's my girl. That's my guy. I'll use your product. So trust became the driver of relationship. I learned this in the fintech space. I'm finding that building that trust, which we all know is the underlying foundation of business, it takes a different type of approach to the skill set in this new world we find ourselves. So that's I'm a salesperson by training. Relationship management is my skill set. Building that trust between people. I'm in the marketing world now because I would argue that marketing, as has traditionally been done, is now sales.
And I just thought about marketing with a C. As I'm sure you thought about that before.
You're the marketer.
I'm the Marc, Marceter. But in essence, tonight at 7:30 p.m. on Clubhouse, Marc and I will be hosting this hour. And because we can't see you and it's voice only, there's something very relaxed about the format. And the idea is to get people to like you, but most importantly, to trust you and to want to do business with you. That's our goal in our Power Hour. Marc, Angelos, I'm Nadia Vilcek, and we wish you a wonderful rest of the day. And if you want to reach out to us, as Marc always says, Nadia, you don't need to be too explicit. On social media, people will find a way.
It's true. That's true. You'll find us, but we're looking forward to seeing you guys tonight, quote unquote. And everyone have a great afternoon. Hopefully we hear you on the conversation.
Thank you.